Hello everyone, and welcome back to Home of Masks, Episode 2. In the first episode of this little mini-series we have here, we met our brave and very hard-working individuals within the city. Some within their homes, some within their places of work. But the time we sit at is the age of the new millennia. Parties have been going on for the last few days, and I wanted to catch up with our little party we have here. Just so that we could go to the big party that the Sylvaluurs are doing on the third day of the Millennium. And that is where we kind of all had these characters meet up for the first time. None of them have ever all been in the same place before. Meeting inside the courtyard of the Sylvaluur castle, there were 16 to 4,000 people, NPCs, in the courtyard that I had to remember. It's hard when you have this many NPCs. Conversations happened, not really with each other, but with NPCs, everyone having their moments to talk to people, as the front doors of the castle opened up and everyone filed in. Only real things of note is the fact that any weapons that were on the people have been magically locked so they cannot be unsheathed. And they have been warned that if they try to cast magic, they will most likely be counterspelled rather quickly. Moving into the main event, we see this beautiful, grandiose ballroom with 4 tables. People are ushered to certain tables. We learned that the tables are done by the 4 main noble houses that are at this event. The Sylvaluur family, the Leonellus family, the Aniris family, and the Ianthara family. Being separated into their own way, our party of 4 ended up at the Aniris family table, seeing as 2 of them are from the Aniris family, and 2 other people joined up with them. Later learned they were Weaver Rin, Nexus Weaver Rin, and her little protege student, Damali Esperis, which some of us caught on to who that was later on in the world. But where we had ended off last episode was with King Amandanoras Sylvaluur doing a grand old speech welcoming everyone to this event, welcoming them to the party, trying to bolster them with what the future may entail in the second millennia of this city, and said, feel free to chat with everyone else at the party. So people start to stand up and kind of traverse around. The first thing of note is the Orb of Magic's Mir Devir seems to almost traverse to every single table, walking over to your table. I do wish you all are enjoying your night and the individuals at your table. I do offer this as condolence to the family that is in charge of this table, as they produce almost like this salt rock. It's more of a geode, I guess, but a beautiful stoned thing on a base. It has beautiful engravings all across it, and they placed it in the center of the table, if you are willing and accepting it.
Thank you very kindly, the Orb of Magic. Very flustered.
Yes. And they, as soon as they drop that off and get confirmation, they immediately leave. While you are at the table, if you ever want to get guidance on anything, you can.
Let's go.
Okay. There's a Rock of Aura Guidance.
But you need to be at the table to do it.
Yeah, it has a
correct?
very small aura. So basically, if you're sitting at this table with the rock on the table, you will get guidance on anything that you want. So, anything that you want to do.
Are people still confined to their tables, or are people getting up and dancing or whatever?
No real dancing has started, but you do see people kind of moving around. It's just, there's just so many people on this map. Just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
The ones of note that seem to sit still would be Royal Tamer Temba, Elder Haleth, and the Ianthara nobles. They're the ones that kind of seem locked in at their place. They don't have much interest in moving at this moment in time.
Okay. At this point, since I see that they're not moving, I guess I'll get up and make the first move. I want to go over and if no one stops me, I want to talk to Lady Elorvra, Ian, the wife of
Yorva. It's more
Lord
Spanish, where
Yorva.
LL is a Y. Yorva
Okay.
Ianthara.
Thara, what Lord Cod Cordrak,
Yep.
Ianthara.
Yeah, funny names for a funny man.
Funny names, Magic Man.
Yeah. Over at the
And,
table, you see a man dressed in all gold, as I will pull up his character description. So there's 3 figures at this table. Well, 2 figures you don't outright know, and 1 you can probably guess. You can guess fairly easily who the queen is, Eonais. Whew, that's a fun name. Eonais Sylvaluur. Very beautiful green dress, made almost purely of emeralds, if you had to guess. She has a very tan complexion. Her black hair is pulled back into one large braid that almost touches the floor. The dress goes down the middle of her shins and has thigh splits that go all the way up the left leg and flows into a blooming pattern that goes across her stomach and chest and spirals down the right sleeve of this dress. She has tall leggings that are barely visible, underneath her thigh-high high heels. That's a fun sentence. Her jewelry, she has a pure white necklace that contrasts the skin that makes her seem even darker tan. The mask she's wearing is very similar emerald coloring, and it covers about 2/3 of her face, wrapping around the left cheek and ending at the mouth. And the edges of the mask almost seem to sink into her very large hair. And the other 2...
That sounds cool.
Yes, I was so happy writing that one. And then I need this guy. The man on your right side as you're walking up is wearing a pristine white suit and has a very similar body shape to Marlavor, where he has this large barrel chest and he has this dominant posture. He has a very thin black tie that is in the shape of a sword that goes in between the jacket. The shoulders of the capes and drapes connect at the elbows and have patterns of many different weapon shapes. The mask begins at the collarbone and covers the entire head in sharp edge and octagonal vases with several eye holes throughout. So it's this giant, almost like a vase covering this man's head.
Okay. Interesting.
One more, I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was this guy I just described. And the last one is next to the queen. In all golden attire, he's floating just above the ground. A golden suit jacket with a golden shirt underneath. Over their shoulders, a half cloak that hides half of the torso. Down the right sleeve is a large golden splint that the arm is locked into with runes all across it. The figure's wearing large boots with golden bands floating just off the calves. The bottom of the boots are made of pure gold and don't touch the ground, but have bells at the zippers that ring with each step. The mask, yet again, is made of pure gold and is a half face covering. I'm already out of breath. A mask made of pure gold is a half face covering the nose and above, and it leaks down from the sides of the face and cheeks, leaving some skin and mouth visible. Okay, we're almost there. Like 6 more NPCs and I don't have to describe them ever again.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. I go over to Lady Yavora, right? Close.
Yorva.
Elvish. Yorva. I just go over. Lady Yorva, if you don't mind me your time, I have some questions.
She immediately looks over at Lord Cordrak. He looks over at you, recognizes you. I don't see any problem with it. Go ahead. All right. And she kind of finally locks eyes with you and starts paying attention to what you have to say.
recently, not recently, it was a while ago. There was a teacher. He was attacked and killed, and I've been doing some research over the person who harmed them and took his life. You briefly talked about it, and I didn't want to pry. But my job or my previous job as a dissector, tells me that you were attacked heavily. And if you don't mind delving into that day, it would really help.
The more you talk, it's not hard to see, but she gets more and more visibly stressed about this.
I'm sorry if this was too soon. If you don't want to talk about it, I understand, but it would really help a lot of people.
I can, if just not around all these people.
If you want this to be more private, that's okay too. I'll follow you.
Okay. And she just kind of heads off in a direction, because there are a bunch of people that seem to be staffed in this area. There's people playing instruments up on the upper balconies. There's a bunch of just mundane-looking people sitting around a bunch of smaller tables around that have drinks and food and stuff like that for those who didn't have masks that have masks that are able to eat. And she just kind of pulls you over to one of the corners over here and sits down on the benches. And we can get back to that conversation in a little bit. Back at the table, one of the lords from one of the other tables walks over, as I find his description. This one. He has a lot of pride, and he has a lot of pride, but he's just a very average-sized elven figure. He has a fluffy, yellow, tan mantle that is held by golden chains that have house crests on them. The pants of this outfit are dark brown, and there is no jacket, only a pure white undershirt. The mask has two distinguishable circular features. The main mask that has an intimidating facial structure built onto the secondary circle of fine furs that surround the face like a mane. As he walks over, I recognize who might be at this table, seen from the green and teal colorings. Hello, an Irish family.
Yes, hello. Guilty, it is us.
Hello.
You would know this to be Lord Leonellus.
So, Leo, if I may, is there any business that you would like to discuss, or are you making salutations and pleasantries?
I'm just more of making my rounds, making sure everyone is comfortable at this event. Seeing as I helped staff the event, want to make sure everything seems to be going nice and well.
I can only speak for myself, of course, but I just switched into a British accent. I was not doing one of those this whole time. God, I hate fancy people. All right. Well, I can only speak for myself, of course, but I do believe that we are all doing quite well. How about yourself, sir?
Oh, I've been having a grand old time. The people at the wine table are very generous with the pours, and I might have had a lot already. I pre-gamed a little bit. It's always a great time to come to a party pre-gamed, and I'm just going to keep going. Anyone want to join me?
This mask is hard to drink in, but I shall accept the challenge.
All right.
Which
Marlebor is
one's the
extra
wine
quiet.
table?
I was gonna ask actually. In the meantime, when I saw Elias get up, can I just kind of very subtly keep an eye on him?
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to make sure, like, if I see, just seeing, making it, like, if I see him going off somewhere corner, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on him. Not gonna follow, just keeping an eye.
Yeah.
Casually making conversation at the table so it doesn't look too suspicious, but yeah. And if Faranduil doesn't leave, I'll just look over. So you're sorry, sick. So you're a professor, you said.
Yes, yes. Over at the college, I've been a professor there for, man, must be over a decade now. God, I'm getting
And-
old.
And I don't believe I heard. What is it that you teach?
I teach history and anthropology in a sense of the studying of peoples who have come before, who inhabited this land, learning as much as we can from them through things they left behind, writings, anything we can.
Things they left behind, you say? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Where would you find such things? Do you go out? I heard some professors tend to leave the city on expeditions and such.
Yes, I've been on my fair share of expeditions throughout the years. Honestly, ever since I graduated college myself, um, I worked as a researcher with the university and got to join my mentors on many trips. And then when I took over, it became my turn. But yes, I love going outside of the city. Have you been? I'm sorry, I didn't. What was your name again? I didn't quite catch it.
Oh, Marlowe, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And what was
How,
you?
you go ahead.
And what was your profession again?
I'm an entertainer in the city.
Entertainer. Oh, I love entertainers. You know, there is a wonderful musician here. Oh, what is his name? Oh, I think it's Welbricks Vun. Have you ever heard of them?
No, I don't believe I have.
I believe they work in the either the orchestra or the theater nearby. I can't remember which one they had, honestly. There's music coming out of both those places nonstop. But I heard they're here, so you guys could do some well, not marketing. I forget what it's called when you make connections with people.
Networking.
Networking! You can do some networking.
Perhaps maybe I'll talk to them later. But tell me, how what's the most interesting thing you've seen on the outside?
Did you say dangerous or interesting?
For you, interesting. Someone who's
Oh.
into anthropology, I'm sure you found some very interesting thing. But what is the one thing that stuck out for you?
Well, I believe I have two answers. Either there was this ruins of sorts, just like an abandoned town, where I managed to find many of the crystals and little ceramic pieces that I've incorporated into my mask here tonight. I just found it really interesting that they left all these like perfectly cut stones behind and no one had taken them yet. The other one would probably be not having to do with people per se, but just some of the magical tears in the land. I find them fascinating. I barely have any knowledge on them so far, but I can't wait to study them a bit more in detail.
Magical tears, what does that mean?
Oh, well, there's outside of the city, it's quite hostile out there. As you may already know. And God, I can't remember how long it started or how recently it started, but there have been these magical fractures in the ground, and we believe they're magical in nature, but again, I've barely started studying them.
Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And these ruins you mentioned, just out of curiosity, in what direction were they?
Well, which one? There's a multitude out there, especially from the time of giants. They leave a lot of shit behind.
Well, let's start with the closest one to the city.
Probably about, I'd say, a week's journey southwest of here. You will have to take some hardier animals, kind of dry climate out there. Don't want to have to carry extra food and water for them.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't usually go out on expeditions. Not a lot of us are allowed to leave, but if I ever get the chance to, I would love to. Absolutely.
So you can come by my research. It's not a lab. My office sometime. I can talk to you about some of the work. Maybe you'd want to take a class with me. Perhaps we can even get you on one of those expeditions yourself.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I'll definitely have to tell it to you about it later. But for now, there is someone else I must attend to. I'll be back later, though, to discuss that.
Oh, yes, go on. Have fun.
You too.
Don't mind me, I'm just people watching at the moment.
Thank you. And I'll get up from the table.
Yeah. You get up and we slink back over. Oops, I almost muted myself. We slink back over to the corner with Ashwalker and Lady Ianthera. It was about 10 years ago. Probably at this point, maybe a little bit more. Being Elvish, time is almost irrelevant sometimes. I was walking through the bazaar, getting groceries like I usually do, when he just attacked out of nowhere. This person.
What did they look like? What did any features about them? Anything?
Give me an insight check.
Come on. Oh god. D&D Beyond, come on.
Hell yeah. That is 22.
You see her start to hyperventilate, and this is also the pregnant woman.
Oh, okay.
Like you can just see her just breathing at a more rapid pace.
Mhm.
What did they look like? As they're like trying to focus really hard. It was so quick. They had long hair. Their face was very boring. It was hard to tell. Blue, maybe green eyes. They had a mask over their mouth, like a bandana style mask. Dark clothing, and you see her start to cry.
Okay, I kind of take out like a handkerchief I have and hand it to her, and I kind of like, I don't press on anymore. Here you are.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, when she starts to cry, you see Kordrak stand up rather quickly from the table. And he's like beelining his way over.
I don't move.
You better start explaining yourself.
I was asked about what happened on the day that she was attacked. Some of the knowledge that she has might be able to help a lot of people in around moment.
You can see just like the way his hands are moving. They're like trying not to clench into a fist.
I have a question, Dion.
Yes.
If it looks like it's going to get potentially like violent or even like a little bit shouty, would I be able to interject?
You
Like, can I
are
just
on the
keep an
other
eye on that?
side drinking with Lord Leonellus.
Heavens to Betsy, you're correct.
And he's a very distracting individual.
I shall sit back into my seat. You're on your own.
Good. Now, I see this actually, since I said I was keeping an eye on Elias.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna be walking in that direction towards their table.
Okay.
Just a little closer in case anything happens, but not intervening yet. So I'd be like probably over here.
Can I ready just in case? Aether walk just in case he wants to be violent.
Sure.
I'm just sitting there, running through, like Ashwalker. I'm not saying these incantations out loud. I'm just sitting there and I'm like going through the process in my head, just like talking, just being able to, if he does swing at me, I can blink through him or phase through him and get.
If you want to know what happened on that day, you could have just asked me as well.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry. I'm only trying to help.
I feel like your old Ashwalker would have informed you better about talking to pregnant people.
You're right. I didn't know how far along. You're right. It was a misstep. I am sorry.
He kind of gestures her to go back to the table, and she's very submissive to him. And he gets, like, right in your face, hand on shoulder, like, leaning down to be face to face with you.
I don't budge. I am very calm in this moment with him.
At this point, it's less of a threatening that he's doing, and more of
just more of intensity.
Yeah, it's more of, you are on the verge of pissing me off right now because you almost made my wife cry, and I'm going to tell you how it is.
All right.
I was in the bazaar when it had happened. I saw this man jump. He had a knife. Nasty, nasty knife. Nothing I've seen before. Curved blade and everything. It looked like a scimitar, but in knife form. It was weird. I've only seen a knife that looked similar to that only one other time before, and it was as an accessory. I pushed that little brat off of her, gave him a good what to with my fists, and then they scuttered away like a little scared rat.
Anything about the scared rat? Face, body.
Their face was black and blue when I was done with them. Boring eyes,
that,
mask, gross.
Mask, you said.
Like a bandana covering their face, yes.
Okay.
They had this greasy, disgusting hair that I grabbed them by. Nothing else out of the ordinary. Just a mundane individual. It was very strange that they would attack somebody.
Thank you for complying and talking to me with this. 1,000 apologies for my misstep.
Good. And just instantly just walks away.
I keep it moving. I'm just like, I got what I want. I'm just like, all right. And with a dull expression and kind of I don't want to say dead, but a relaxed expression after he placed his arm and did his whole thing. I go over to Elixir and speak to them. So
you go and join them at the
sorry
drinking
to
table.
intrude. So I'll join them at the drinking table.
Do you want a shot?
I will pass. I want to be
I'll take it for
as sharp as
you.
ever.
It just crushes 2 wine glasses.
I think I've had my fill over here. You look like you have something to talk about. Please rescue me.
Sure. I have more information about
I wonder
our
if Kordrak
potentially
wants a drink.
unwanted.
Just starts walking away.
Kordrak needs one. And about our about that topic I told you about
Yes, yes.
days before.
Are you doing business right now? Because I was under the influence that we were off the clock. Are we on the clock right now?
But it seems like Kordrak and Kordrak's wife, they had information of this, and that was something I learned about. So I did some asking around. I didn't think it was going to, and I kind of looked towards that table, not at him, but at the area. I didn't think that question was going to escalate, but I understand that it could have been off-putting, and I didn't push or ask or pry. I was comfortable with whatever information she was willing to give. But Kordrak did as overstepping, and I didn't know how pregnant she was, to be completely honest with you.
Oh, well.
But I don't understand. I guess with a child on the way, her hormones aren't the only thing flux now, is what I would say.
Well, the woman was attacked, and she is pregnant, and so I'm sure there's a bit of reliving a traumatic experience like that at a party with all these individuals. That's...
It wasn't her I was talking about. But that being said, no, Kordrak and both and Yvora were talking about how they didn't have any distinguishing features, very bland, had a mask covering their face, but they had long, black, greasy hair. Had a scimitar, was very curved and weird looking. And nothing, they were very dumb. They said, Kordrak said he had an altercation with them, beat them black and blue, and they scurried off.
Well, this mostly reinforces what we've already known about the case, but this...
I know.
The knife is what piques my interest here, because a curved scimitar, not very common among the,
A knife curved like a scimitar.
A knife curved like a scimitar. It's,
Okay.
well, it's quite exotic to hear about such a thing. Mayhaps my cousin might know something, if it's could be an artifact, an antiquity of something of the nature, but this is good. I shall let my people know in their search. But right now the nothing's popping up upstairs. That's not setting off any alarms. But knowing the knife that's a good thing.
Well, I any help would help, and thank you. And you're right. I'll dial it back because we're supposed to be off the clock. I just saw an opportunity and I wanted to take it.
Yes. And you are completely understandable. You have your priorities and whatnot. But with the events that we're at, I feel like the folks here are already a little bit on edge, don't you think? It's a lot of very important people gathered into one rather tight room.
I agree.
There's a lot to be worried about.
You're right, and that's why I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Alex, I don't know. I feel like people would be more, I don't know, helpful if they wanted to help me quell a threat, potentially, but what do I know? I'm the new person here.
I know exactly how it feels for somebody not to take a threat seriously and to write you off. I've had to do so many things in my time. So many horrible things, but I fully empathize and understand with your situation, and we are going to get to the bottom of it. Will it be tonight? Who knows? But this is progress. You have made progress.
You're right. I'm just. You see that kind of calm expression to kind of like turn the brain off from Kordrak, kind of fade, and it's just like exhausted. It's like, I just miss him, and I want to end with this, and I hate it when I just miss him every day, and I can act like I'm fine, and I can act like I'm okay, and move day after day, continuing his work, but I'm surrounded by dead bodies, and every day without him, I think I'm just another one of those bodies in those tombs.
Man, cannot imagine what it's like to go through that. I've yet to lose anybody that I feel as attached to as you felt to your mentor. But we are in a party. There is alcohol. There's camaraderie. If ever there was a time to take a break, let loose, now would be the time.
As that sentence goes on, we swing back over to the Aniris table, where there's one person that is not taking a break, as you see Damali's just staring at this rock like, how does this work? What is this thing? As Goldline, Filson, and Lady Sylvaluur also walk up to the table together. Lady Ianese walks over to you, Ferndel, and does a little bow to you and everything.
Bow back.
And how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing quite well today. How are you doing?
It's been a very stressful last few days. We've had to not have parties so that we could keep this one as extravagant as possible. How have your parties been going?
Unfortunately, many of my students have decided that the end of the semester is the best time to turn in all of their assignments. So I have been just a bit busy, but me and my cousin did go out for drinks the other night, and I don't remember the most of that night afterwards, to be honest. So I'm taking it a bit easy tonight. I don't want to lose my lunch twice in 1 week.
And if you do, we have plenty of people around to pick it up for you.
I appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
How are you?
You saying that to her?
Yeah, sure. I feel like I already asked
Yes,
this of her.
you did.
I have.
I was like, wait a minute, I'm getting deja
my
vu.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. I was like,
As the man next to her in the all gold just floating off the ground, just kind of is just standing there, just the head's constantly moving around with the beautiful golden mask. You can see the perfect skin under the mask. At some point, you're assuming he probably broke his arm because he has this giant splint that goes across his chest that holds his arm. But other than that, he just kind of seems like he's just watching everything.
How are you this evening?
I have been better. I expected people to be dressed more appropriately as he looks over at Damali, who's just staring at this rock structure that the orb brought over. But I guess not everyone has money in this town.
No, unfortunately, I believe he is he's a poor student, so if this is the best that he's got, that's all right with me.
Yes. He also is the youngest one here, so I'm more concerned about having to be a babysitter for someone like this.
Oh, don't worry, I've got my eye on him. I believe I taught him at one point, and
you hear the rock onto the table as he starts to shrink back down again.
Damali, it's all right. We will chat in a moment. You can keep studying the rock.
Did you say Damali? The Esperus child. Pity. And then just turns around and walks away.
Well, he was a bit crass.
When you work with money all day, you kind of take everything for granted. All Filson knows is money.
Yeah. Quite evident from his outfit.
And, like, I thought the melded necklace was going to be extravagant tonight. No. I don't know whose outfit's more expensive between the two of them.
You know, I feel like the necklace. Melded. Yeah? Is that her name?
The melded necklace is her title, yeah. Yaireen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I believe the melded necklace. I believe her stones and what she's wearing is priceless. Unfortunately, I don't think he could even buy it if he wanted to.
Don't tell him that. He's in charge of all the money in the city.
I know, we don't want him having another temper tantrum.
Yeah, he can certainly try to buy whatever he wants, but he does have to go through me. Has this little cute coy smile on her face.
You keep him in check, I see.
I try to, but he's been in charge of this longer than I've been queen, so it is a little bit difficult to place seniority on him. And she kind of goes over to Damali and kind of acts like the fun aunt. It's like, what do you got there, bud? And just like starts messing with him. As we swing back over to the Ian Thera table as Marlavor was making a grandiose entrance over there.
All right. I just want to go back in time for just a tad bit. When they were walking away from Elias, can I do a insight check to see what like the tone of the conversation might have been?
Sure.
Since I don't really know what they were talking about, I just want more of the tonality. Like, how did they feel coming out of that? Not great. That's bad. That's gonna be a 10. Is that a 6 or a 9? That's a 6. So yeah, 10.
You can see that Lady Yorva is kind of distressed with the side of the portions of her face you can see through the mask. You can see the edges of her mouth are in a frown, if not stagnant state. She doesn't seem to be too ecstatic. And the Lord is walking back, and he's very heavy-footed in the first place, but you're afraid he might crack tile with how he's stomping.
Okay, fair enough.
As you see, the Orb of Magic's Mir Dever seems to be coming back over to this table as well.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know from them. I'm also looking, and I can't find him anywhere. I'm looking for the Grand Sorcerer. I don't see him.
Is he not here? That's a great point. I don't think I saw him on this map either.
I don't think he's here.
Huh. He was supposed to be. What table is he supposed to be at? He is supposed to be... I was pretty sure he was at the Sylvaluur table. Yes, he's supposed to be at the Sylvaluur table. That's my bad. I will fix that right now. He's still at that table. You see him kind of like poking the little dinosaur creatures that Temba brought.
So I'll make my way over there.
How did I miss him?
Make my way over there. And
This is the sorcerer from the bazaar, correct?
Yes, this is
around the
bizarre
dinosaurs.
sorcerer. Yeah.
Okay.
Around the weird dinosaurs. Kind of like, oh. That's an interesting sphere. My old friend, how are you?
Oh, I don't recognize you in this outfit, so you're going to have to tell me who you are.
It's me, my friend, Marlavor. I know, I'm not usually dressed like this.
Yes, you're the one with that brat that keeps messing with my bazaar.
Yes.
How could I forget?
I heard you and him were having some disagreements.
Yeah, I believe this is one of the characters I haven't described yet.
Mm-hmm.
This man is very large. He, not height-wise, but he is a very round individual. His arms are basically completely covered in bangles and bracelets that just constantly makes sound with his movements. He is a very hand talker, so it's just constant jangles when he's moving. He is wearing a multicolored patchwork suit jacket with blues, purples, reds, and greens. There's no undershirt underneath, so that he can show off his tattooed chest and tuft of chest hair. His pants are black with a red ombre on the left leg and a purple ombre on the right to match the color of his stained leather shoes, one of red and one of purple. He's wearing this oval mask that is designed with many different handprints all around it, all in different colors. As he's just kind of like leaning back in his chair and is being very boisterous.
Yes, I heard you two were having a disagreement the other day, but it's all right. No need to worry about that.
He's an ant in my anthill, so it doesn't really matter to me when you're the king.
Exactly. Listen, I have wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah, shoot your shot, kid.
I kind of lean, make sure nobody's like listening in on a conversation. No one at this table is kind of listening in, and I whisper a little bit. You supply the people, more or less, correct?
Those of the lower economic status, yes.
Really quick, DM. This guy, what, like, just everything? He works with everything and anything, or like what exactly?
He can
does
get his
he-
hand on basically anything if you ask him to.
Perfect.
Give me a perception check on him.
Gotcha. Hiya. Okay, that's good. Perception +0. Okay, so that's a 15.
That's good. What do I add to this? Ooh!
Nothing. So 15.
Looking at him, it's very rare that you've met him too many times. He's very elven, but his ears are way too big. His ears are not naturally, they don't have natural length. They are much bigger.
Interesting. I was wondering if for some reason I needed supplies taken somewhere outside of the city.
How far are we talking?
About a week southwest.
Shit, that's much farther than like a picnic outside of town. That's more of my style, but depends on how much you're going to be willing to pay.
Oh, I'm willing to pay. You know I'm good for it.
Just doing that kind of almost sinister tapping thing on the table with his hand. You can't just leave me in the dark. You gotta let me at least know what you're planning in that big dome of yours. Ooh, the wine's coming back up.
Well, you know me. I'm an entertainer of sorts, and I always look for new business opportunities.
An entertainer without people isn't much of an entertainer. I don't know how many people you're gonna find a week away.
Oh, don't worry. That'll be taken care of. But I just want to make sure that if I need supplies out there, I can get some.
I might be able to. It's not outside of my purview, per se, but it's not going to be easy. Especially if you're trying to do it secretively.
Well, you know me.
I'll talk with Brinoa, and I'll see what kind of deal she can make me. Because out of the three of you down there, she's the only one I trust.
Nah, that's fair.
Doesn't hurt that she's very attractive too. You and Uzed, ugly as hell.
Well, I've been told otherwise, but I know I'm not your type.
None of these people are my type.
Perfect. Well, you'll be in touch with her. she'll be in touch with me. And then we can hopefully come to an agreement.
Or maybe I'll just outpay you. I'll just outpay you for her, and then she'll work under me.
Ooh.
That'd be fun.
You could definitely try. I know many others have. And she doesn't just work for me for gold. It's a trust that we have between each other for a long time.
And trust can be broken just as easily as it can be gained.
Exactly. Which is why I hope ours isn't. You know, somewhere so far away, there's no saying that the things that I need I couldn't gather by myself, but the reason I come to you is because I trust you.
Oh. And I have a few more years under my belt than you do, half-elf. So...
That is true.
He leans in. How old do you think I am?
If I had to estimate, hold on. I have something. No, hold on. I have something. Okay. No, I can't. Oh, God. Damn it. Why isn't it Faye? I get the feeling that he's Faye for some reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna... It doesn't work. It's only for fucking fiends or undead.
Is it?
If I had to
You sure?
estimate... You give me a strange vibe that you've been alive for longer than most people here. Am I wrong?
Oh, there's only one that even compares, so I guess you could say yes.
So, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, you keep prattling in the underground. Let me know when you go to a new plane of existence. And stands up and starts walking away.
Always fun talking to you, Saphir.
We'll be in touch.
I'll walk back to my table.
Yeah. At this point, you see about 10 or so of the workers come to the middle of the little ballroom, and one of them claps their hands as the music stops. Just peters out. Ah, it's already been 2 hours already. As Lord Sylvaluur walks back over to the middle. I don't know, out of all of you, who all would be interested in a little bit of dance within the ballroom of the Sylvaluur Castle, but that will be the next portion if we really want to enjoy our night as a family of powerful people. And he claps, and the music resumes once more as people start to go and find waltz partners and move towards the center. So you all can keep doing what you're doing, and I'll just start moving people.
All right.
At this point, I look at Alexar. Name of your cousin? I haven't really met them much. We can hear all together. But what is their name?
My cousin, they are called Faerundel. They are the professor of antiquities at the museum, and the university.
All right.
They've done many expeditions outside of the city. There's a swell chance that perhaps they've seen artifacts of the like, curved daggers.
Okay. That's crazy. For some reason, I think I might want to dance with them suddenly. And I walk over to you and
a hand. If you don't mind. Yes, you. Yes.
Too. Been a long while since I've
and-
danced.
I'm very light on my feet.
Good. I'm
And
glad. You can keep up.
funny enough, after Elias walks up to you, they let you lead.
Oh, I guess I'm. No, can't make that joke. Say I'm the top
I have a
tonight.
feeling I know what joke you were gonna make, but we're just gonna keep it going. They let you lead based off of seeing like how you are built, in comparison to them, but also seeing how what would be the correct word? Gender neutral you are, wanting you to embrace the masculine and feminine. So they don't mind with you taking the lead.
Oh, don't worry. I think you can keep up.
And Monty, do you want us to roll for performance for dancing?
That's completely up to y'all. I don't personally mind. You guys can do whatever you feel like.
Do it.
Okay, fine, I'll do it. Only because I feel like I'll be pretty good at it. Yeah, for performance, it is that's 17.
All right.
17 for me.
And for Faye? I can't hear you for some reason.
Well,
It looks like a
12.
12.
All
I'm
right.
so good at
I
that.
did, yeah.
Yeah. Between the two of you, you kind of follow the example of the other people that are doing the main dancing. And you understand how the steps are supposed to work, and you guys can go as grandiose as you want with those roles. I'll say personally for myself, you are able to do the dance successfully. Now it's up to you on if you want to be extravagant with it.
while we're doing the dance, there's a moment where you either dip me or hold me in a specific way where we make like direct eye contact.
Oh, baby, I'm gonna dip you like that. Eye contact.
Faye, I have questions. I have a question that only your as you pull me up from the dip and like brandish me off to the side. I have questions that only you could answer. As we continue this dance around this room. You're the professor of antiquities, is that right?
That is correct. And you flattered me. He's too kind. But go on.
I have a question about something that was going on. Your cousin Elixir told me to enjoy myself, but this is quite a serious matter. But I want to at least try to have some fun while talking about something serious.
Of course. Ask away. Go ahead.
And as we are still circling around the room, do you know anything about daggers that are curved like scimitars? Korvac said it was something strange and odd here, and Elixir almost like confirmed that it was a weirder thing to find around these parts. And since you explore and go, I've told by Elixir that you venture far beyond here. Is that normal? Do some cultures belong to that? Is there... I am your canvas, and I want you to tell me what's going on.
You can give me a history check,
Yeah.
Faye.
Yeah.
I'll give
I
you
was about to
advantage because
say-
it's your specialty.
Oh, okay, well, I cocked that one and threw it onto my keys.
I was about to
Please
say,
be better
I
than
told Elias that.
Sunday.
I did not make a history check, so I was just bullshitting. That's so fucked up of me.
Yeah, guys, we're playing D&D. You
27.
guys are allowed to...
Has he been shot?
What was the roll on the dice?
18.
Okay, cool.
Don't I have +9 to history?
Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't a natural 20.
Oh. No, I would have been like, that's what.
Yep. 27. You had talked about magical fractures earlier in this party. There was a fracture. When you say fracture, you're almost describing tears in reality more than tears in the ground. You had found this small tear in reality. It was this, I almost said green, this pinkish greenish tone. It almost seemed to go in and out of itself. And the area surrounding it had much more vibrant colors. The plants were more green. The flowers were bigger. They were more extravagant and vibrant. The pinks were almost blinding pinks. Yellows were almost close to the sun in color. Checking the area, there was a campsite there at one point. And within this campsite, the tents and stuff were made of this leather of creatures you have never seen before surrounding Irranshys and the other areas. Talking with Eldrin, I believe Eldrin is the... Oh, man, I really should know who's who. Is this the one? Yes, the Master of Tomes. You had kind of brought all this information to Eldrin, and they informed you that this was definitely fey in nature, this area. And you had seen a very similar dagger to that at this campsite. It was almost buried underneath the fire that they had built. The other time you've seen a dagger like this is when you were walking through the bazaar and saw Grand Sorcerer Zephyr with one. Sundrial Zephyr.
Okay. Well, I have come across this something similar to what you're describing once or twice. I would need to probably take a look at the dagger in question itself to be sure. But on an adventure once, an expedition out, I found one in a campsite that was very odd and seemed to be fey in nature, or the area was at least fey. But I wasn't really... There was a lot of strange things at that site that kept me in the books for a while, and some are still not figured out. But I also saw one on the Grand Sorcerer, Zephyr.
Interesting. And as you say that, Elias quickly dashes to the other side of you, takes lead, and brings you in very close. Thank you for helping me. What was that?
Anytime.
We didn't hear you.
Yeah, it seems like your mic's on one side and you keep talking to the opposite side.
That honestly might be it. I'm a genius, to see. Because I'm like, yes, it depends.
And they continue dancing with you, just to look unassuming, and as they are having this conversation with you, and just enjoying their, and genuinely, unless you have questions for them, he is in the palm of your hand.
Exactly. Jesus Christ, microphone. So, why exactly are you looking for information about daggers like this? I believe you know or work closely, or at least somewhat, with my cousin, it seems? Or you've at least spoken to him?
And as we continue spinning and moving, and there's a moment where I'm still holding on to you, and I pull you apart and then bring you back in as we continue moving gracefully around the room. Working with your cousin is more of a recent development, but You see their trail off. My mentor died, and I asked your cousin if there was anything that they would know about it, since he watches over a lot of people. And tapped into my mind. Is that a thing that they usually do? It was kind of annoying, but I kind of pushed it aside.
DM thing I know that they really do.
Jackson, would that be a thing that your cousin would know?
I don't think it's definitely never happened to you before.
I can't say it's happened to me before, but I'm sorry to hear about your mentor. It is very hard to lose people we look up to. And I am assuming that he was murdered?
Yes.
Or
Yes, by this by an unknown assailant. I heard that he was armed. He was murdered, and from the information that I gained, it was from someone who looked dull and unassuming. I'm just trying to gather the pieces because foul play is definitely at hand, and I want to avenge him because he was great to me in life, and even though he's dead, he's helped me a lot in death as well. But it's almost as if this is his I feel like he would want to have a good send-off, and I think his send-off would be making sure their murderer would be at justice.
see. And I'm gonna kind of take the switch and take the lead again. And just kind of like
allows it wholeheartedly.
just a little spin you around and then kind of a faster dip, not like a hold and stare type thing. To be like, your secret is safe with me. I know there are prying eyes around the city. And I do hope that any assistance I can provide, whether it be eyes on the ground or information in the books, feel free to come by anytime, and I will help you out.
Also, now that we're here, and when you spin them, you realize that they're very that he was very serious about how light that he is on his feet, and he is still spinning. It's just like almost like ballerinas when they're on point. They just hold that momentum for a long time until you grab them and dip them quickly, and it's almost as if they feel like almost ethereal when you're holding them, like smoke and air when you're grabbing onto them. I have another matter at hand, and I don't know how to bring it up to everyone here, which this is not as important, but important all the same. As you kind of use your strength to like throw them around your body, and as you bring them to the ground, bring Elias to the ground, I have a proposition for the higher ups here, a way to kind of how do I word it? Amount of death that we have as elves. Bodies are piling up, and I think that if we tap into in another moment where you pull me in closer to the point where it's only a whisper to you, I think if we tap into Necro, that we could save a lot of lives. But I know it's frowned upon. I've been doing the research, making great strides. I want to help. I mean it.
Things are decided if they are frowned upon or not, sometimes in the context of the period in which we're living. And if you're moving towards somewhere where something previously unspoken may be required, then that's just simply progress. We'll have to do what we have to do. Can't have bodies piling up like this. I feel like you guys would be a little busy down there.
Yeah, we are. And I understand that with magic evolving and another moment where we both spin around each other separately and meet back interlocking hands. I understand with magic, our lifespan evolving. I feel like with this last element, we could really help a lot of people. Before I got here, I asked a corpse about their final moments and brought them back. Temporarily, that is, but I have first-hand evidence of what death was like.
Well, there. What's up with it today? Well, I won't say yes completely outright, and I don't know how many people here would without seeing perhaps the research you've done first and the evidence.
Oh, I
These
have
people
it.
are very... Oh, you have it on... Oh. These people are
I have
very
a notebook
concerned
at
with-
least.
Ah, I see.
And a first-hand. I haven't been working alone. There's someone in the university that I've been working with that you might know, or at least that I've been their lab assistant.
Oh, I see. Well, perhaps maybe not completely approaching the topic, but perhaps inviting them to a presentation or even to hear you out in one of the rooms. Probably just the heads. I mean, other people don't necessarily need to know outright, but just brief them on the topic and offer them more information. I doubt that any of them will 100% give a definitive answer tonight. These people are extremely concerned with their images and making the right choices, and I doubt any of them would say 100% yes without at least sleeping on it. But I see potential, and I understand where you're coming from, and I would love to know more.
Thank you. I just need an opportunity, and that's it.
Of course.
Thank you. Truly.
Ooh, thank you.
And we just continue dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You notice that a lot of the other dancing people have actually swapped partners at some point, but we now zoom back over to the Aniris table with the three, for some reason, not as talkative members of this table, as Damali's just kind of just scratching their head at this point, staring at the rock. God, I don't understand what's so special about this thing.
Molly, please. Stop it. It's a rock and it does things. Is that not enough for you?
When you work with magic items all day, you kind of want to know what magical items do. So when I'm going to just guess that was the orb?
It was the orb, yes, you're correct in that.
Why does she have magic items that we don't know about?
She is quite important and she works in many mysterious ways. But she is a mysterious woman, and we are best not to question her.
I guess that's probably right.
Perhaps it's the stone. Maybe the stone is just lucky.
Maybe. And about this time, you see some of the servants doing laps around the main tables for whoever's sitting there. The one walks over to your table. Hello, bosses and mobsters. Does any of you want drinks? Damali raises his hand.
No, that is a child.
Yeah, it is.
No, I fully try not to be a helicopter here, but I still must uphold the law as, that is sort of my job. I am still a god. I went through the whole training program and all.
Still a god. Well, that's
A
definitely
guard.
ah.
Look, I've been studying French. All right, you don't pronounce that shit.
Yeah. Places one in front of the two adults at the table, and Marlavor, you feel a flick on the back of your head from this person. They place the wine down, then kind of around the table, flick you on the back of the head very quickly.
Wait, before any of that, just really small. I slide mine over to Damali. I was making appearances.
Great. As the servant starts to walk away.
Do I recognize this person?
They look mundane. Nope.
Oh, wait. What?
Not too many people say mobsters around here.
Yes, I got that.
Did I get that? Because Jackson got that, but I didn't just want to question.
It's
but
just
like,
it's kind of just under the breath thing.
Do they seem to be walking in a? They're just walking around, not going into.
They just seem to be walking around.
Like
I take
cool,
Damali. No.
Perfect. All right. I'm just gonna note their appearance.
Yeah. Elven, long blonde hair. The same masks that all the servants have that covered the top half of their faces.
Gotcha. All right, perfect. And I just note that. Don't say anything. Well, if you two do not are not going to dance, excuse me while I take my chances. And
I need everyone to make perception checks before you do your next thingy thing.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Are you not
Even
concerned?
me?
Yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Jackson rolled a 19.
Okay.
But just really, Marla, are you not concerned with their verbiage there?
Why should I be?
That's just a strange thing to say at a party from, well, a servant. I take the drink back from Damali. He is not drinking that shit. I do not trust it anymore. I'm sorry. Look, later. I don't trust it. I promise, though.
Oh, it's fine. I take a sip. See?
Tastes fine.
As a matter of
17.
fact, if you want, you can have mine. And I give it to Damali.
He takes it, just looks over at you.
I wouldn't. I don't trust that.
You saw me drink it.
Yes, but it might not be a fast-acting poison.
Poison?
Potentially.
And
Look,
who would try to poison us?
My job requires me to be constantly on edge about this kind of thing, looking for suspect things. That was suspect. I wouldn't trust that.
I'm sure it's fine, but if you say so. And I'll take it back from Damali and I'll chug the rest myself.
Okay. Tastes fine. Perception checks, Marlavor and Faerendel.
Yeah. Not great. 9 for me.
What was that, Olivia?
14.
Okay. Alexar, you're probably the only one that would notice this, but it's very faint. It seems like the weather outside is changing. Like when you guys showed up, it was going towards sundown, and there wasn't really a cloud in the sky, but it seems like it's starting to get worse weather outside.
Can I go up to a window and make an Arcana check and see if it looks like magical in nature, or?
I was going to say it doesn't look too suspect because it's just kind of small right now. But if you want to do that, you can go right ahead.
I mean, I don't have a good Arcana score, anyways. But
and then we'll get back to what Marlavor was trying to do.
But yeah, it was just a 19
on the Arcana check.
On the Arcana check.
Looking out, it is nighttime, so it is even harder to see what the weather is like. You see clouds with surface lightning going through them, but you can't really tell if there's any like rain or anything, so you can't really, it's hard to tell if it's magical or not.
Little change in the weather, I will note that and then remember where all of the flood exits are, just in case.
Amazing. back to Marlevore.
Perfect. I'm gonna walk over to the Orb of Magics.
Okay. They seem to be sitting at a table by themselves, just kind of watching everyone dance.
I walk over, kind of take a bow. Would you like to dance?
Absolutely not.
I don't, I'm sure you don't mean that in an offensive way.
No, I just do not dance.
Oh, everybody dances. Is it you just don't know how?
Filson and I do not dance.
Filson?
The Gold Line, the one who manages all of the money throughout the city.
Sorry, right.
He doesn't touch people, so he doesn't dance with people.
And you don't?
And I don't either.
Touch people or just dance?
I only touch people when it comes to magical necessity.
Forgive my crassness then. But, remind me again, what is it that you do? I don't believe we've met.
I definitely don't recognize you, so your brazen and boldness almost makes me think that you work at the Colosseum, but looking at your hands, you have a fair complexion compared to his, so you're not him.
But you were saying you are...
What was the question?
What do you do around the city?
I stop people from magically imploding. If people push themselves too far, I stop it from happening.
Interesting.
I siphon the excess magic and keep it safe.
Safe?
Yes. You can't just let magic run errant in the world. If you do that, then what's to cause pandemonium?
Oh, of course not. But, what do you mean keep it safe?
I am a magical practitioner. I'm very interested in keeping my magic and expanding upon it. So I use this magic that I siphon to help people instead of using my own magical capabilities.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, if, someone like you were to absorb too much magic, who would help you?
I don't have that problem. That's why I have my... I don't want to say bank of magical power, but that is kind of what it is. It is the orb. I may be called the Orb of Magics, but I have my own magical item that is what consumes the magic. That is the Orb of Magics.
Fascinating. Well, again, excuse my boldness. I just assumed you might want to dance, as it seems that's something very fun.
No. People say it's fun. I disagree. It's a waste of time and potential.
What makes you say that?
Looks over at the 5 groups that are dancing. They're not expanding their minds. They're not becoming stronger. What do they think they're doing? Making bigger influence of themselves? No. The king and queen can't do that. They're already the strongest people that we know of, that they think they know of.
Well, that could be debated. In a sense, dance is a form of communication. Could also be considered a form of training, since it's a exercise of sorts. It could make you physically stronger and it can make it easier for you to know the other person. Connect. For example, if you see my two friends over there, Farendil and Elias, well, they just met today, and look at how they move. So coordinated, so in sync, and yet barely saying a word. It's...
She starts to stand up and offers her hand out to you.
Let's go. I take her hand.
Okay.
Oh.
You take...
Fuck yeah.
Oh!
That's not as much
Yes, I
damage as I
do.
was hoping for.
Hell.
16 points of lightning damage as she
Shocking
casts
grasp.
Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Where is this?
Where is this? It's over at this table.
No. I was saying, what character is this? I've been looking.
This
through
is
the thing,
Orb of
trying to see
Magics.
who's the orb.
Does she not get counterspelled for this? This is against the rules.
It seems as though
Wouldn't try
anyone
that.
that would have tried would have failed.
You know? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, I found it.
You know,
I found it.
Again.
That is just a metaphor for the systemic problems that we have in this goddamn elven country. I'm just saying.
Now, if you want to keep wasting my time, you can go right ahead. I was about to leave.
Well, I won't keep you then. And just kind of like, I take the shock, and I guess that is another form of conversation. But I won't keep you then if you wish to leave.
If you ever feel like
Have
you're
a
going
great
to
night.
explode from magic, then we can talk.
Oh, I don't have that issue.
And she just leaves.
I have a question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
If when Marla got up to do their thing, would the servant have still been within eyeshot of me? Or would they have fully disappeared?
They would have been kind of mixed in with the other servants.
Okay. And with them being plain looking, would it be too hard for me to see fully determine which one was the one who came out to our table?
It's more the hair is the more obvious feature to them. They have about shoulder length hair compared to a lot of the other ones. Shoulder length blonde hair, where a lot of the other ones have brown and black hair in this grouping.
Okay. Would I be allowed to use a subtle spell, sorcery point, and cast detect thoughts on them and take the 5? And try to stealthily cast that spell onto them.
Okay. They still would have to make a wisdom save.
Don't get
correct?
counterspelled, buddy.
Hey,
Well, because of subtle spell, there's no way to know that it's happening.
Oh, that's sick. No, that's sick.
I love
So it is a wisdom save, correct?
yes, it is. There's a pit in my stomach right now. I'm nervous. Oh,
8.
fuck yeah!
We love to see
DC was
it.
17.
We love to see
Alright.
it.
So, right now I'm just gonna go for surface level thoughts. What is bubbling up there?
This party sucks. It's a completely different voice now.
I try not to freak out. I sit there and I just raise my eyebrows and a little bit of blood comes down my nose.
Well, this party is quite boring. These servants are so incredibly elvish it almost hurts. God, they just talk and talk and talk about how elegant things are. They don't understand a hard day's work. All they know is this wine and suits. As they're very, almost just enjoying the conversation as their actual person.
I'm not going to go deeper because
Well, that's what the
reveal
role was
them.
for.
The role was for going deeper. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, if they're gonna know, they're gonna know. I'm gonna go deeper.
Okay.
I look forward. Do they have a something looking for the words boss or assignment or objective, something like that?
This is where this game gets fun. It is interesting seeing the boss here. kind of weird that that kid kept trying to take his wine away, but that's whatever. I didn't tell him I was going to be here, of course, but it doesn't really matter. Uzed knew I was on some other mission today. All these pompous fucks, they're so boring. God, they're trying to be gaudy and they just took it to the extremes. Like, even the suit I'm wearing now, like, that's enough. You don't have to go much farther than this. That's kind of like the big thoughts they have right now.
Okay, chat, do I go for a Hail Mary? Just fully toss one out there, or do we play it safe? What are we thinking, Kang?
All I'm saying is, if you go crazy, you have a spell, so I guess you would have to subtle spell it again, right? Since whatever you do is gonna get counterspelled, sir.
Just know it's not a spell. But
okay.
Like, just like what's your opinion? Hail Mary or play it safe?
I would say
Fuck it, we ball.
I'd say trail them. I would say trail them, maybe, and then because right now we know something's fishy that's going on. I would say trail them, and then when there's a moment where it's like, oh, they're mine now. Get their ass. Yeah.
I think I have an ability. It's my actor feat. Okay. You gain. Let's see here. What's the word? You gain +1 charisma to advantage when trying to pass yourself off as a different person, and you can mimic the speech of another person or the sounds made by another creature that you've heard for at least 1 minute. I am going to. Oh my god, my stomach. Oh, this is killing me. All right, I am going to use telepathic speech on them, and I am going to perfectly mimic with my actor feat. I'm going to perfectly mimic Marla's voice, and I am going to say. Oh, this is a Hail Mary. I'm going to say, the timeline is moved up. Do it now. You have an escape waiting outside.
Make a deception check.
Come on. Okay, you better, Jackson. You
come on, 13. Natural
plus
fucking 20. For a total of 33 with what's it called, guidance, which also makes it a 34.
Damn!
It's like a shot.
You better get him.
That's the first time someone's actually used the guidance.
Well,
it's great.
And I'm just going to look dead at them, just like see what happens.
Okay. And that's when we'll go to break. A message was just sent to one of the servants from Elixir using a telepathic source of communication, perfectly mimicking Marlavor's voice. And the response you get back is, "Alright, I don't remember telling you about my mission in the first place. Because I don't believe you and the Moonlight Dance are very acquainted." It's like, yet again, the voice seems to change.
Mm-hmm. I say back, I think you're forgetting who the king is. If you want to keep your head, do it now. We'll discuss this later.
Huh.
That was S tier response!
So, you watch as... How the fuck am I gonna play this?
I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Yeah, you had a 5% chance of succeeding. Huh. They do not act right away because they're still deep in this conversation with the other servants. To walk away now would just be asinine against their plan.
Of course.
About 5 minutes go by, if anyone wants to do anything.
I'll probably walk back to my table at this point.
Okay.
Also, can I say that, like, watching? I don't think that needs to be said, but like watching the whole time.
Yeah.
Can I? If it's 5 minutes, this is gonna be the last thing I do before the thing happens because I'm taking a lot of screen time. Can I very quickly like swap my telepathic speech to Lady Sylvaluur and take another 5 and say, my lady, I know that I am not on the clock right now and that we are at a party, but could you please come stand within about 30 feet of me, please? I'm having a bit of anxiety.
I don't miss you doing this, but let me get away from the Grand Sorcerer and I'll be right over.
She would be used to it. Like, this would be how we would communicate.
Yeah.
No, I just. I'm scared.
Wait, what do you
Anyway,
know?
continue.
Wait, what?
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. Keep doing what you're doing. I just realized I feel like I'm putting dots together. Don't mind me.
But
It's around the
yeah.
same time you start to actually hear the rain hitting the beautiful windows on the outside of the building as the end of the dance comes and a couple people start to break away from dancing. Melted Necklace goes away. Lady Sylvaluur goes over to your table very nonchalantly. She's very good at this. And I'll just say those 6 are still on the dance floor. What are Faye and Elias up to? At the end of that dance, there's like a 20-second lull before the next song begins.
Okay. You're taking lead. How do you describe the dance?
I guess when the music stops, I'm gonna turn to Elias and be like, I'm always down for another if you are, but if you want to take a break, we can also go and enjoy some refreshments.
I would love to get a drink with you.
I might not have alcohol in it. I'm trying to stay sober tonight, but
Same
mocktails
here.
are always fun.
Trust me.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, there are many tables in the outskirts of the ballroom that have drinks of water, alcohol, applesauce, apple juice, grape juice, anything you would want.
Epi juice.
Epi juice. We both gave epi juice.
Yeah. So where do you get? Which side of the room do you guys want to head to? Because at this point, the Ian Thara table is completely empty. Most of that table seems to be scattered all around this area.
And where are the places to get drinks? Are like
It's like all
any
over
of the
the
benches?
place. Basically any of the benches.
This one.
Sure, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we move over there. Whatcha?
Oh, can I real quick before anything happens? As I go and sit down, I take the hand that was shocked, place my other hand, and heal myself with 10 points of lay on hands.
Yep.
Cool, thank you.
I have to find something now.
Oh, also one last thing that I want to do as I'm walking over, because of the events that and like their own anxiety or whatever, as Elias is like getting a drink, they're kind of just like looking at the dance floor, trying to like just have a view, not of everyone, but have just look at the people in the room with him.
Yeah.
So they can't get cornered or anything crazy.
Yeah, just generally looking around, the only person that hasn't moved this entire party would be Elder Founder Howleth Prezeris. That's not his last name. I can do it. I can say his last name. Prezarius.
Okay.
I knew it was close. I was like, that's not right. Elder Founder Howleth Prezarius. He is still just sitting on top of his flying carpet with his 2 super guards next to him. And he has not moved. And you don't even know if he's talked yet, because no one's walked up to him.
Okay.
None of you have walked up to him.
Okay. Other people have, but like, whatever.
Yeah. And it is
Okay.
around this time you all see the first strike of lightning outside. And then a second strike very close to the castle. And then a third strike hits the castle and the entire room goes pitch white as all of the windows on the bottom side of this ballroom just shatter in. As you hear this torrent of wind from one side, you start to hear fire crackling all throughout this building. The music just goes completely silent as the next thing you hear are screams. As I need to get Roll20 ready.
Do we got for people who have dark vision? What do they see during all of
You
this? Or is
see,
that
you
lightning
see
strike
pitch
though?
white because it's lightning.
Okay,
Does
never
anybody have
mind.
bright vision?
Bright vision.
Oh god. I don't know if I want to take another 5. I don't want to. Because I was in this moment, and I would it be possible for me to like shout out to Alrindel
Elrindel.
and just Elrindel, my bad, and just very quickly like yell at Elrindel, something's happening.
You wouldn't even have that kind of reaction speed.
Oh god! Oh, so it's that quick.
It's
Okay.
a lightning
not-
strike.
So it's not even like a flashbang. It's a lightning strike.
No, it is a lightning strike of speed as this happens.
Okay. Oh,
Like we were drinking
my
acid
God.
juice, and then suddenly, boom!
Yeah, you see a lightning strike go straight through the windows as they just get blasted in, and a torrent of wind follows them as you see what you can only imagine to be living spells. As you see this like almost snake of a lightning bolt around in the center of these windows, you see this almost tornado-sized creature, and crawling in, you see these hands of fire. And as this is happening, underneath the doors that enter here, you see 2 large smoke clouds pouring in as well. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh
yes.
shit!
Hey gang.
I just realized something. I'm worried that was just all mumbo jumbo. We don't know if our weapons are still locked.
At the moment, they are. That's fine.
Let's pray to God there were butter knives on these tables.
There was no food at this festivity because of the mask.
I have a backup plan.
So, top of round 1, Queen's Guard Elixir. It is your
I
turn.
have my first question. At the wine table, was the wine served in bottles? And if so, how
Most of
many
them
are
were
there?
in wine glasses.
Glasses. Okay.
The bottles would be with the mini servants.
All right.
I'll
okay,
put a mini for the questionable servant for you guys because I know you're gonna ask questions about them.
So that would be currently held. You know what? I probably shouldn't open up with my best move. I am first and foremost. Oh my god, son of a bitch! All right. Okay. All right. First and foremost, the big green fella right there.
Mhm.
I am going to cast a level 6 scorching ray on them.
Amazing.
So that is 7 beams of fire.
yes.
Yes. So that's 7 beams of fire, and I'm going to roll that real quick. So, huzzah! All right. 23, dirty 20, dirty 20, a third dirty 20, a 21, a 25, and a 10.
The 10 misses.
So that is going to be a total of, let's see, 2d6 plus times 6. Is that 12d6 fire damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Unload the clip then. Unload the clip then.
I feel as though I should unleash the blicky. All right. All right. So that is going to be,
blunderbuss.
let's see, 2, 6, 10, 16. Oh my god, 16 plus 5. That is 21, 23, and that was 7. So, okay. So that's 23. Okay. There we go. All right. 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 45 damage fire.
All right.
To the green one.
What does it look like?
So they pull out a flute, which would not have been clocked as a weapon, and they are just going to play a scale of 7 notes, starting from B flat or B minor, and we are going to just play the full B minor scale and hit that shit.
All right. Just all these shots go out, going through the smoke. You can see it like shifting as each hit goes through. It seems like it took the damage.
Okay, let's go. That one can take fire damage.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Favorindel.
Amazing. What dice is that for you?
So, for moi, a level 9 bard, I think that is going to be a d6, but let me check real quick. It is going to be a d8.
All right.
6 on the ground, and I can't find it. So, the Bardic Inspiration is going to be now that combat is out, they don't have to be subtle anymore. The Bardic Inspiration is going to be a very visual sort of thing, unlike a lot of Bardic Inspirations. So the flute shoots out fire, and then it plays a more pleasant, uplifting melody. We're gonna say definitely some major chords with augmented mixed in there, and it's going to give Fairindel a sort of tealish glow around the give you a sort of tealish glow, or an aura, if you will. Not super visible, but definitely would change the color of smoke around you.
Amazing.
So that's going. I'm going to just move in between the queen and everything else.
All right. On everyone else's turn. Does he have this movement? He doesn't. That's unfortunate for him. The king is going to run up next to you, Marlavor. Oh god, who are the ones of importance here? Goldline is going to try and run away, and it's going to take an attack of opportunity from the cloud.
No, don't stop getting killed.
That's going to hit.
Oh, that cloud's got reach.
It does have reach. It is a large individual. That's a lot of damage. What? Oh, that's a 6. Okay, that's not good. 11, 15, 16 plus 6 is 22 plus 5, 27 damage. Goldline Filson is not looking good as he's stumbling away as this large pseudopod of smoke just wraps around his face, and he's just as he's continuing to stumble, going towards the middle. The Elder Haleth and his 2 guards are now going to be skadoodling away. They can go that far.
He's taking the guards?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that asshat.
He doesn't give a fuck about any of y'all.
We'll see how the next election goes. I'm not so excited.
Lady Anellis runs up to Leonellis, my bad. Lady Sana runs up to Lord Demiamidala, and as she does, he kind of just wraps the cloak around her and casts Dimension Door, and they are both gone.
Thank God.
Elrondel is going to run over and try and 1v1 that guy. And Tembo doesn't have any weapons, and he doesn't have any spells either, so he's almost useless in this encounter. That's not true. He has spells. What would he do, though? Fuck. There's a lot of people on this board.
My one character without Tavern Brawler in a situation without weapons. I feel upset.
He's also going to start booking it. He can literally do nothing else. the Light of Eloquence Wellbricks is just in utter shock right now. None of you got to talk to him, so you don't know anything about him. But he's just stunned in fear. Heartstitcher is not doing very well, as they are also going to start running away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Weaver, what would Weaver do? Weaver is going to go into the middle of everyone, as Yereen is also trying to make an escape. And Nexus Weaver Rin, you see her eyes go that bright purple like her dress, as you don't see anything appear, but you can see her focusing on something surrounding all the people in the middle of this area. And I think that's basically everybody.
Does it look like they're channeling something, or does it look like it's a spell that's
they have
already
cast
happening?
a spell. They just cast a big spell.
Oh my god, why did the orb have to leave?
Lady Sylvaluur is actually going to... She has movement. Why didn't I think of that? She's going to run up to Lord Sylvaluur, and he's going to hit his chest as you all hear this almost like heartbeat pulse out as an orb of invulnerability goes over both of them. And the last thing that happens is questionable person dips into one of the side rooms. They go through the door that they were standing next to and seem to disappear, as many of the servants as well are just like sporadically running around in utter fear and everything like that. And it is at this exact time that anyone with weapons would hear a large ding sound as your weapons are now released.
Thank gods.
It is now the Living Cloud Kill's turn. I'm just going to roll some dice for Elrondel, see how they did.
Living Cloud Kill?
Oh, nah, that shit
would have
is-
gotten one hit in. So that's pretty... yes, one hit in.
That's my them right there.
Let's just roll this dice. That's a 1 on the dice. That's upsetting. Minus 5 damage. As the Living Cloud Kill will now take 2 attacks against Captain Elrondel. Uh-oh. I think those are both 21s to hit. Yep.
Oh.
I don't have enough dice for this.
You know, I didn't mean to be mean when I said that I was the only one who worked in this castle. And,
Oh, I rolled really shit. Okay. Elrondel takes 37 points of poison damage between 2 attacks. As this cloud just seems to completely envelop them and just goes straight through them as if they are not even there. And goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you see it hit a wall of force of some kind. And then it starts to climb the wall of force, because I believe wall of force is either 10 or 20 feet tall, so this creature is not too deterred by a wall of force.
Oh.
Up next are the living flame hands that are on the balconies. Time to make...
Oh, that's a balcony, okay.
Yes, I'm going to make a lot of dexterity saving throws, as you just hear a lot of screaming coming from the people with instruments and the servants that were up top. Saving throws, that's 1 success out of 4. 4 successes out of 8, and I'll do 1 more set. 5 successes out of 12.
I just realized,
A
where's
good-
Cordrak at? Mr. Army Man, where is he at now?
God, he walked off to the corner like 30 minutes ago, and then he disappeared.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I know. I was gonna say something about it, but then something else happened.
Who could have
Now
ever
we're
done
here.
that?
I know he's
A good 20 of the musicians and servants upstairs have been killed. The screaming in this building is getting lower and lower as most of them are dead. Most of these servants that are unable to fight have just been burnt to death.
I should have trapped this room better. Okay,
Up next is Living Lightning.
that's lightning.
Oh boy, this is not good for you guys. Oh wait, these fire hands can do stuff. That one's gonna go up to Light of Eloquence.
Shut up.
And then this one's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, hit a wall of force and is not able to get to Filson, and start climbing on the table, and it just like burns the table immediately. And no one else is within range. As the living lightning, I guess I should roll the attacks for Wellbricks. I might as well. I only get one attack, so it's fine. One attack against Wellbricks, that will hit, because of course it will. And that will be 7 points of damage against Wellbricks. As Light of Eloquence, Wellbricks gets hit, you see him finally like blow off the stun. His beautiful white outfit is very singed. He had these 3 spotlights that seemed to follow him around, making sure he didn't have a shadow on his face, because he works in the theater. You don't want shadows in the theater. And his mask, because I might as well just give the description of this man now, since he's being attacked. His mask is very unimpressive. It is a porcelain white mask with 2 simple oval eye holes and a mouth that almost resembles an S. It's the smile and frown theatrical mask.
Oh, for theater, yeah.
Yeah. One side looks like a grin, the other side looks like to be a frown, and you can only imagine the fear that's going through his head right now.
Big frown.
Yes. Action. Yeah, it'll dash. It'll dash as this hand just like scuttles across the table and like rushes the 2 of you as the living lightning spell goes off to the side, and it sees 3 of you in a perfect line.
Oh, God.
So I need Ashwalker Elias, Professor Farandul, and Queensguard Alexar to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, wait, dex save? Wait, I think I'm good at those. Okay, I'm really good at those. Come
I
on.
appear to be cracked. So
As it ends up over here.
I do not have evasion on this character.
Hell yeah.
So the living lightning just goes straight through all 3 of you.
Yeah, that definitely. 18 or 11.
11 will fail.
21.
21 succeeds. What was that, Olivia?
16.
16 barely succeeds.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god, I already didn't have a lot of HP to begin with. Oh hell's bells.
Ooh boy, hello dice. I think that's a 7. 20. I almost rolled max damage on the first set.
Ew.
Holy shit.
Don't say that.
36 plus 11. Anyone that failed, which is only Alexar, takes 47 points of lightning damage.
1 HP! 1 HP! 1 HP! 1 HP!
And the other 2 take half of 47, which is 23 lightning damage.
That tornado motherfucker over there. I do not need that.
As the other living lightning moves fast enough to get above the wall of force and is going to take 2 lightning swings, magical strike attacks against Weaver Rin. Guess I should mark her for concentration. God, there's so much on the screen.
This is awesome. I just want to put that out there.
So the first attack against Rin is an unnatural 20. The other one is a 15. Both will hit. Holy shit, this is a lot of damage.
I don't think I could do anything with that. Oh my god.
This metal dice is hard to read. 6, 11, 13, 17, plus 5 is 22 points of damage against Weaver Rin. As she needs to make a concentration check, DC 11. She crushed it, so she's able to keep the wall of force up, but is now very afraid because creatures are just flying over it. But she is just trying to stall time. Man, all of you rolled below the living spells. That's not great. That's very bad.
Pop off, y'all!
Actually, this is a good point. Elias, what is your dexterity score?
My dexterity is cracked. No, it's 18. 18 is my dexterity.
Okay, so you are actually up next before the storm. So, Ashwalker Elias, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. Question, DM. First things first, if I do Aether Walk, can I take someone with me? Or is it only me?
It would have to say so.
Okay. Would that go through a wall of force or no?
I have to read the spell.
It's the Ashwalker ability, or
No, I mean Wall of Force. I need to read Wall of Force
okay.
to know what the limitations of it are. Because I'm just like, she would have that.
We are
think
very stacked up
teleporting
on
is-
one side of the room right now.
It's fine.
Yeah, I was not expecting to do that much damage this early. This combat was supposed to be multiple rounds.
They might one round it. 40, 25 damage, and it's only
The wall
yellow.
also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel through the wall.
okay, so that means no.
Correct.
All right. So, am I I'm within range of the fire thing, correct?
Yes, you're within melee of theoretically both the fire and the cloud kill.
Okay. I'm going to I guess take the Oh god, okay, no, I gotta disengage. I gotta leave. So I'm going to take the disengage act, which that gives me no, that doesn't double my movement. Dash does.
Yeah, that just means you don't get attack opportunity.
Okay. And I will move my 40 feet. What would be the nearest exit?
Probably the door right next to Elixir.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah,
for
I'll-
Jackson and Olivia, can you please mark how your health is doing on your characters with the dots, just so that we know?
No, you're completely
So I know
right.
you're at 1 because you said it, but otherwise.
I
If
have
there
a
was
pop
somewhere in
armor.
between, I was gonna say if there was a thing in between green and yellow to be like between those, I would have done that one.
Yeah,
But
I do green up until you hit half.
Okay, then I would be at green. Okay. Yeah, I'll disengage and run 40 feet towards
Towards who?
towards what's his face? Oh, is this one of the doors right here?
Yeah, one of the doors that's right next to Elixir.
Yeah, I will run towards the. Gosh, I gotta switch to the grabby thing. No, I'm just moving things around. This update is messing me up.
You have to
I
get
will
used to
move
it. It is
to the
very
door.
strange.
Yeah. I want to move through the door,
Okay.
and do I have enough movement to go through it?
Yeah, you have plenty of movement. 5, 10, 15,
Okay,
20. You've only
word,
used 25
then-
feet. You still have 15 more feet of movement.
Yeah, I want to burst through the door.
Okay.
To get away from these things. Do these doors lead to outside, or do they lead?
They
to...
lead into the castle. And going through the door,
Okay.
you just see lines of dead bodies that have been killed by this cloud kill.
Okay, meaning that it would be out there. It would be the assumption, correct?
That means it has come through here.
Fuck.
Okay. God damn it. Okay, so
Be a hero.
instead, be a hero. I guess I'll disengage and then, even if I go through there, is there like if I go through the castle, is there an exit somewhere through there or no?
It would take a few minutes to find it to get to the main exit.
Okay, so I guess
Because you guys are very
just
deep in the
disengage.
castle at this point. Well, there's one exit. It's called jumping out the window, but that's its own
Okay.
that's its own deal.
That will kill me.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll just and then I will move right. Can I move myself more? Here to be away from that. Well, can I be on the table? Is that okay?
You'd be here. That'd be 15.
Okay, then I'll just jump on this table.
Yeah.
To just get away
Yeah.
and
You do not hit a
be
wall of
able to
force,
see-
thankfully.
Yeah. That ends my turn. Well, it's an action. Bonus action. I will. To use one of your rights, is that a bonus action? Okay, yeah. I'll do my Crimson Right. To do the curse of the just the Crimson Right of the. I had and the lightning. I mean, and the cold. So I guess I'll do cold damage. So I'll take a D8. Okay. I rolled a 3, so I'll take 3 points of damage.
Yep.
And have that buff now.
Amazing.
And that ends my turn.
Up next is the Living Storm.
Perfect.
As what's the movement on this bad boy? It's high, I know that much.
Why? Why can't it be like
10,
4?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. As if this torrent of wind just pushes through. And this is fucked up. This is fucked up what I'm about to do.
Let's do it. Give me.
It lands here, and it sees two people that look like they're made out of metal. Goldline Filson and the Necklace Yrene. And you just see lightning clouds form above them as a lightning strike goes for both of them.
Oh no. Oh no.
Props for leather armor, though.
+6 to hit. Against Filson, that's an 11.
This meme
Surprisingly low against
This
Filson.
meme is brought to you by the Leather Armor Gang.
And against Yrene is very high.
Leather armor, no studs. I can't be touched by heated metal or by this.
I can't relate. I do got the studs on me. I'm not gonna lie.
An 11 actually would miss Filson. Surprisingly enough. Filson's able to duck out of the way because he isn't wearing all metal like Yrene is. Ooh, I'm rolling low. This is good. I like Yrene. I don't want her to die.
Yeah, that's it.
10 points of damage against Yrene as lightning strikes inside the building. All right. And that's the entire Living Storm's turn. Marlavor.
All right.
You.
So, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking for, Jackson?
Oh wait. Oh, I thought sorry. I confused my name.
Yes.
I'm confused my own name.
You watch the king and queen run up right next to each other after you got this insane flash of light, and you almost got enveloped into this orb of invulnerability as well, but it just poof, pushed you out, so you were not trapped.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I love it. I take, having heard the click, I take my weapon out. I guess it's time to put on a show. And I'm gonna run. And I already did the math. I should be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 right there.
You would have hit a wall of force.
Right. Where?
Here.
No, I was... Wait, what? I moved here, right? And then can I move here? Like a rat, like a
You
round.
would just barely miss it then. You would have like hit it with your
Okay,
shoulder
cool.
and did like a cool spin.
Cool. Perfect. And then I want to keep going that way, and then here, and then here.
All
So
right.
that's 30. That's my movement. That's all my movement.
That's 30.
Yeah. And then the first thing I'm going to do after seeing what that lightning did and seeing everybody inside the wall of force kind of in a straight line, I'm going to use my bonus action. And it's kind of like I scream in a very compelling voice and just say, "Come at me." And then I use my channel divinity, which is champion challenge. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet must make a wisdom save, or it cannot move more than 30 feet away from me.
All right.
So that is...
Are you going to try and hit this one up here as well?
All these creatures. Yup, all these creatures within 30 feet of me.
And what is it? A wisdom?
17.
All right. So let's see. The lightning. 5. The cloud kill. 3.
Okay.
The living storm. 4. Yup, I'm back, baby. Let's go. And the 2 burning hands will be a 2. I'm going lower. How is this possible? 2 and a 4. So all of them fail.
Awesome. So they can't move 30 feet away from me. Now, as my action, because that was my bonus action, and that is a channel divinity, as my action, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Interesting. It's 10 feet or 15?
It's 15. And it's another wisdom save. Because it is, they take damage the second they enter it.
Oh, it's not when you first cast it. Because I believe it's also when they start their turn in it. So either way, they will take it on their turn.
And affected creatures have when they enter the area for the first time. Or when it starts its turn there, yes.
Correct. So it will be on the start of their turn that they take the damage.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
All right. That's it for you, Marlevor. Crazy, powerful turn that we just had there.
That is my turn.
All right. Professor Faerundul. You just got struck by lightning.
Hey. Oh, no. I don't know if this would be like a cast thing or if I just like say it and use it as my action. I want to bring out my Steel Defender.
I forgot that thing existed. It would have been here the entire time.
Oh.
Yes. So it's not like a thing that comes out of nowhere. It is a giant automaton.
Oh!
Yes. So there's just been a giant automaton hanging out for this entire encounter that no one saw until now because they were so well cloaked.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Why not?
It was watching us dance, just like it was like the parent that's like, make room for Jesus, make room.
Yeah, it is not a summon. It is a thing that is always around. So that's my bad for forgetting that.
No, it's okay. I didn't know how that worked either, so we'll be good. All right. So I wanna oh, my friend, that's cute. I want to what's it called?
He just Homer Simpson out of one of the vases. I'm here now.
Oh my god. I want to use... So wait, are these spells or are they like constructs or like what are they?
They are constructs and elementals.
That's crazy.
But what you can glean is they are pure magic.
Cool. This is a fire thing, right?
Correct. That is a fire hand. Some would even say it's a burning hand.
Can I cast Frostbite?
Sure. Is that the con save one, or is that an attack roll?
Con save.
Hiya! Yup. I got rid of all of my good rolls early on. 8.
No!
So 3d something of damage. And what does it look like?
13. It's gonna look like a little snowman is being created, like the snow is coming out of my fingers and a little snowman, and he goes up and like pokes him with a little pitchfork, but it's ice, and he touches it chilly.
Just
like,
waddles up and just you see it go in and it almost shatters this fire creature as it just it's like you can see most of its like appendages seem to have fallen off with that.
Nice. And then
So that's your
my
action.
bonus action, because that was a cantrip, so I can also cast a spell if it's a bonus action spell, correct?
Correct.
Cool. Then I want to cast Sanctuary on my cousin over here.
All right. So that means, Jackson, if you make an attack of any kind or cast a spell, you lose Sanctuary.
I think it's to get somebody. Like if they healed themselves, I think they'd be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
But if you do any aggressive actions, you lose Sanctuary.
What if... Okay, we'll get to that on my turn then.
Yep.
You can choose to drop it like on your turn, but it's just to kind of protect you from getting whacked.
And is Sanctuary concentration, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Is that
I think-
you
well,
still have
actually-
30 feet of movement?
Actually, it's not. It's not
I was
concentration.
like, I'm pretty sure that's one of those
I mean, it's
weird
not
spells that's not.
It's not.
Oh wait, it's pink for concentration, not purple. Silly me. You still have 30 feet of movement.
I want to be like 5, 10, 15. I want to get close to that egg. Don't want to be in a straight line. Don't want to be in a straight line. Oh, shit!
The door is still open from when Elias kicked it open. You just see like 5 dead bodies on the other side.
Ugh. Yeah, it's as far as I'm going for now. I don't want to leave
Alright.
everybody alone.
Anything with your still defender?
Ooh.
Or are you not able to use it
deal.
because you did a bonus action? I'm not 100% sure how Steel Defender works.
Me neither, honestly.
I think it
Does
has
it get its own
own-
initiative?
It gets its no,
gets
no
its
it goes
own
right after,
turn.
right?
I guess, yeah. If it
It
just
shares an initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It can
Perfect,
move and
yep.
use the reaction of its own.
Yep. So after your turn, you were able to make your Steel Defender do stuff. Did you say what it looked like?
Yeah, it's an odd looking thing. it's like a
Nice.
like an orb, but it's got 4 like almost spider legs coming out of it, and it just goes. It follows me around like a little pet dog. But it's big scary orb.
Perfect. What does the Steel Defender want to do on its turn?
Can it do? I was gonna say defend us, but I honestly don't know what it does.
It can make attacks. You could have stored spells in it, I believe.
Oh, it's got 2. Okay.
Fire.
Force empowered rend. Melee weapon attack. Your spell attack modifier to hit. +5. I want to make it whack something.
All right. The Cloud Kill and the little Spiderling, the Fire Spider Hand, are both nearby.
I want to whack it.
Go for it. Roll an attack.
Spider. My spell attack modifier is like a +9, right?
It should be pretty high.
That's gonna be an 18.
That absolutely hits. It had 2 health left.
Oh yeah.
It just pops, not doing damage.
Oh, I got an 8.
It doesn't do any damage, but you just crush through it. You just see the magical energy just kind of disperse once more into the air.
I was putting him back where he was.
Perfect. Is that where it wants to stay?
I can move him back a little bit.
Okay. As it goes there, the Cloud Kill is going to take an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
That's going to be a 21 to hit. Can this thing take poison damage?
No.
No.
Yep, it cannot, so it takes 0 damage.
We love it.
Get that thing in there.
Put that thing back where.
Yeah, it is poison damage, so it cannot take it. Top of round 2, Queen's Guard, Elixir.
Alright, this does not count as an aggressive act against somebody else, and so I should keep Sanctuary. I am going to move over to the... Okay, yeah. I'm going to move over to the table here and sit where I sat previously. And I am going to smash a wine glass on the floor.
Okay.
And after it gets onto the floor, I'm going to use an action to cast Animate Object. I'm going to place my hands out in front of me and say, "Rise up now for broken glass, become my pal and kick some ass!" And then 10 shards of broken glass are going to become animated.
Amazing.
I love that.
So I can use my bonus action to move them 30 feet, and each of them can, they have their own attack. And I already have a Google Dice roller set up. They are going to sort of, a little cloud of them are going to fly over towards the lightning creature, and just 10 shards of broken glass are going to make attack rolls against it for
Amazing.
slashing damage. let's see. So the first one. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through these. All right, remember, it's +8 to hit on all of these. So we have an 11, a 19, a 28, which was a natural 20, a 15, a 13, a 17, a 10, a dirty 20, another dirty 20, and a 14.
6 hit.
That's +8 all of them. Okay.
6 hit. All right, 6 hit. So
That was with the
is-
+8s already.
Oh, okay.
So 6 hit. So that is going to be 1d4 plus. I think I get a plus to it. 4 each. Okay, so 6 plus. Okay, so. And then 1 was a crit, so it's going to be that, and then roll them. All right, so that is going to be 16 plus 4 times 6, 24. So that is going to be 40 flat slashing damage against the lightning creature, or against the lightning spell.
It does not seem to do as much as you would expect.
I mean, I don't expect it. It's slashing damage.
Yep.
But that is the only attack I can make that will not get rid of Sanctuary.
I'm trying to decide if I want that to be true or not.
I mean, like, I don't do the damage. I just enchant an object, and then the object goes and does the damage.
Yeah, but it's still aggressive.
It's like, I mean, like, they're aggressive. But, like,
Because you told them to.
I did tell them to. It was in the spell. I did say kick some ass. But that's going to be their action and bonus action.
Cast a spell that
elves-
affects an enemy. I feel like that affected the enemy.
I mean, like,
Or
but it
deals
affected
damage to
the-
another creature.
That does deal damage to another creature. That is true. All right, so unfortunately, Sanctuary is just going to go down, which I didn't really have a whole lot else I could do. I can't heal myself anyways. I don't have any healing magic. And so that's going to be my action, my bonus action. I'm going to end my movement here so that I'm not... Oh, I accidentally drew an ellipses on myself. So that I'm not in, like, I'm in a pretty straight line, but, like...
I can't even pick that up. Oh, because I'm not on my DM screen.
But, like... No, I'm going to run pretty far away, actually. So I was previously, I think, here. So 30 would be up there. So I'm going to run 30 feet away.
All right.
And that's going to be my turn. Like,
On-
blood pouring out of the body, by the way. Like, just fully fucked.
Yeah. On everyone else's turn, the 4,000 NPCs in this combat, you hear the Grand Sorcerer yell out, "Do we all want a way out of here? Because I have a pretty quick one if we need it." And most of them are saying yes.
Yes.
As Goldline goes, "You know, I don't touch people, but I'd rather not. I'd rather be away from here." Skyray Breldelfir. That's not his name. What the fuck is his name? Breldelfir. I was really close. Skyray Zidronic. Heartstitcher. Yaireen. Temba.
That's kid.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can get there.
Thank God.
Haleth gets over there, which leaves the Sylvaluurs and the Light of Eloquence and Elrondel. As you see Grand Sorcerer Zephyr rip his mask off, reach into his mouth, rip his tongue out, put it on the ground, take out a curved dagger, stab it, and cast Plane Shift on all of them.
That's awesome.
Oh.
As the Wall
I
of
knew it was
Force now disappears.
Wait, I gotta look at the components for Plane Shift now. That is so cool.
I knew it
And
was
they're
coming.
just gone.
Yep, all of them are gone. To what plane?
Good.
We'll find out later.
No, that's good.
Uh,
Now we don't need to hold back.
yeah.
Oh, the guards are still here.
Yes, they
They can actually
are.
help.
Yes, they are. And I should
Thank
give
God.
myself control of them.
Those cock and balls.
And the dinosaurs are also here.
Yep.
Hey, just out of curiosity, did our homie over there get an attack of opportunity on the fog cloud, kill cloud when it moved?
He did, but he missed. They did, but they missed.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to be
But the
sure.
king and queen are staying.
The
That's
king
what it
and
was.
queen are in a globe of invulnerability, so there was really no
Yeah.
way out of it.
Okay.
They're safe. They're
And,
safe right now.
Sundriel Zephyr took as many people as he could. he was pushed to his limits there.
That
Who's
was
this
so
right here?
awesome.
Over there,
Who's
that's
this right
that's
here?
Wellbricks, the Light of Eloquence.
Okay. Okay.
The one of the youngest people here besides Damali, who is getting his ass kicked over here.
Okay.
I
Because
want to
he
save
was
them.
so stunned by everything that happened. The king and queen, Elrondel, and the guards. Man, I guess I'll give myself control of these guys too. It's just easier to move them on the other screen. The little guys go and try and bite the cloud kill. Elrondel one goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Up next to the Light of Eloquence. The super guards are now staying next to the king and queen. And I don't think I have any other NPCs because the questionable character seems to have disappeared as well. So let's start with the little troglodytes that are next to the cloud kill. Did they really both hit? They did.
Let's go.
They did. That's wild to me. Yep, they both rolled minimum on their damage, so this animated cloud... Actually, they couldn't reach it. It was climbing, so it's up in the air. So they're just kind of sitting there waiting for it. Elrondel is going to bait and switch with Wellbricks and give them a bonus of 5 to their AC. And then is going to take 3 attacks against the little flame hand.
Let's go, my dude.
Let's see. What's their AC? That's a high number. 2 hits. And yet again, 10 plus that number just cuts through very quickly as that flaming hand seems to disappear.
I think everything I said about
Didn't even have
they're
my
awesome.
camera over there. The guards just seem to be readying. The cloud kill's turn. Yikes. Things are not looking
The
great
one
right
near
now.
me needs to make a wisdom
Yes,
save.
it does. 2.
Failed. So 3d8 points of damage, and I mean it's half out, but it does take. It's also its speed is halved.
Yep.
But I mean it's mostly out of it anyway. What the fuck does an 8 look like? That's the one. That's the one. Sorry. So 3d8. That's gonna be a very bad roll. It's only 6 points of damage.
And correct me if I'm right, but I believe Spirit Guardians is concentration.
Correct.
Perfect.
And that's radiant damage.
Yep. Seems to take all of it.
Cool. But yeah, very bad roll though.
This one's going to fly down 5, 10. Oops. Over here. 15. Damn it. 15, 20, 25, and get right up next to Elrondel and Wellbricks. And it's going to take 1 attack against each. 2 natural ones. Let's go. So as it comes over, Elrondel just like takes the chair and wedges it under the table, cranks the table, and it just blows all the wind of the tendrils going out away as neither of them hit either of them. Good job, Elrondel. Proud of you, champ. Now
Love
for the
that.
coup de grace. Marlavor. Let's see how big that's gonna be. Circle.
Oh, what?
Oh, they just can't move away from me, I guess.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, they can't move away, but they can.
Is this thing about to blow up?
No. Nothing,
Please let
nothing
it.
that mundane.
Oh,
Um,
heavens.
Why is it a line? I thought I chose something else. Okay, hold on. Let me choose the ellipses. That looks like a circle, right?
Psychic damage is not going to work.
Yeah.
as it
I'm taking
uses its
psychic damage already.
cloud kill ability, as it makes a cloud of killing.
Ugh.
Cool.
Shit.
So start of turn, con saves. Good to know. I don't know why that is still there. There we go. And that is its full action to do that. So up next are the little flame hands. This one is compelled to, I guess it's not compelled to fight you, but it just can't get farther away.
Mhm.
What is 30 feet away from you look like? Let me just put another aura on your ass.
I'm just
Get
exuding
aura'd.
auras right now.
Did you
There
see
is
you-
also a 10-foot aura around me
Yeah, that should have.
at all times.
We know what that one does, so that's the one I'm least worried about.
I'm exuding auras.
This one can actually, it just like crawls down the side and gets right up next to Farandel. Farandul, I can never pronounce this name. As it's on this, actually it'll be on the wall here. It's on the wall, you see it like start to make a fire in its stomach and it just shoots out a burning hand at you. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Shield is a reaction.
That doesn't help you here.
Doesn't. Damn
Nope.
it.
Because it's not an
Not
attack
the
to hit,
spell.
it's just a saving throw.
Ah. What was it, con?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. 16.
Succeeds. You only take. Wow. Why am I rolling high only on damage? You take 6 points of fire damage. As it just does a burning hand only at you. Another one crawls down and gets up next to you, Elias, and makes an attack against you. Natural 20.
Of course.
So that's only going. These guys don't hit hard. These are the adds.
Okay.
So 6, because that's the dice, plus 2, 8, plus 3, 11 points of fire damage. It just hits you with its fingers.
I wish I had the save.
Yes. The one that just ran up on you, Elixar, used all of its movement and dashed to even get that close to you.
Oh!
And the other one is up next to... Actually, I have to roll for all of them to see if they even get their fire back. No. 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 And no. I rolled 3 ones. So it wouldn't be able to do that against you anyway, Olivia. So it does have to get up next to you. So just untake the damage I just did to you. And I rolled a 19 to hit you instead. For 4 damage.
Okay.
So whatever you took, get rid of it and then take 4 instead.
Ye-
And the last one rolls up on the Light of Eloquence and Captain Elrondel and is going to attack the Light of Eloquence, Welbrun Voon, and misses. As it just walks up and just, as the turn happens with Elrondel, they see this coming, they turn again to make sure it misses. Holy shit, I'm talking so much. Up next is the lightning.
This combat.
Yes, this combat is brought to you by,
It's brought to you by
depression.
Yeah.
Elrendel's fucked, by the way. They are over there by themselves with the whole cloud kill.
Yeah. Oh, this one
Cool.
can't. This
Nah,
this
they're-
one can't move
they're
past
fine.
Marlavor. That's right. So this one has to go and fight Marlavor.
Come at me.
5,
That's what I- that's
10
literally what I
enters. 20, 30. Actually, doesn't even need to get 30 to get next to you for its attack. So
Cool.
it makes a wisdom save. Believe it or not, it will fail with a 12.
All right, that's going to be a lot better. That's going to be 10 points of damage.
All right. Oops. Minus 10. It has now been hit for the first time. And now it will make its 2 strikes at you.
Come for it.
Wow, dog shit. 14 and a 23.
Misses. The 23 hits.
I mean, who would have figured,
12, 15, 24 points of lightning damage to you, Marlavor. On the one
24?
hit. Yep, on the one
Awesome.
hit, 24 points of lightning damage.
Okay. And let me roll concentration. So that's
DC
DC 12. Okay, so I rolled a 15.
Amazing. The other one is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh,
Who else is it going to attack? One attack against
You're right.
Elias, one attack against Elixir. And I will say these creatures are deadly, so they will hit you if you go down. So against Elias, that will be a 17.
misses.
And against Elixir, that'll be a 21.
That's all she wrote on me.
Let's see if I can outright kill you, though. 9, 10, 12, 15 plus 4, 19 points of damage.
19. Yeah, I'm dying for sure.
All right.
Are you down? Are you
He's
like
down.
0? Okay.
Elias, it is your turn.
Okay. Do you need me to make a con save or something?
Yes, because you are in the cloud kill.
Okay. Hell yeah. Wait a second. That is dirty. Wait. No, I lied. A 19.
All right, that's a success. 12, 18, 19, 22 points of poison damage. Halved
I think I'm-
to 11.
Oh, don't. Why'd you do that?
Because
to
I
me?
forgot you succeeded. I was like, oh, 22, that's what I got.
You said 11? Okay.
Yes, 11 points of poison damage.
Scared me. Okay. But I can move now.
Yep, you have your full turn.
Succeeded. Word. I'm going to. Okay. If I move right, can I grab my? Oh no, that's the ruler. I move right. Oh, right here. Do I stay within
Yeah, you're
range? Like
still
I'm not
within
gonna take
both.
an attack of our. Okay, word. So I'm gonna take the can I see Elixir from where I'm at, or
Yeah.
is this lightning thing?
This
taking up
lightning
all
is
the
very
space?
thin, and it's just like snaking all over the place. It is very erratic.
So I can see Elixir,
Yes.
or I can't.
You can.
Okay, you said yes, and I was like, oh, so which one?
Yeah, I'm just like, giving you the description of it. It is not a large. It's a large creature, but it does not take up much space.
Okay. Word. So I'm going to take. Ooh, this thing is more scary, so I'm gonna hit this one. I'm going to take 2 slashes. I run out of the cloud kill, kind of like hand over mouth with some of that poison, and I get to the side of it and take 2 quick lunges at the lightning creature with my right of the frozen onto it. As I just 2 quick jabs in succession, just a flurry of stabs.
Yeah, go for it.
2 of them to be exact. Yeah. Okay. That is a 14 plus 14 plus 8.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
And then I will do as a bonus action in between, I'll use my, because I should have done it before, but I'm dumb to Blood Hunter. I'm gonna do Curse of the Marked, right? It's a
Okay.
bonus action. Yeah. For the second hit, is 8 plus hit.
8
But
plus
the
what to hit?
marked I mean 16 plus 8 to hit.
Yes. Hits. Both hit.
So, D&D Beyond just wanted to back out of that for some reason. Give me a second. Alright, cool. So, yeah, for the first hit, the Curse of the Marked only adds a second hit, though, since I don't think. So, for the first hit is... and then I roll another D8 because I have my active right on top of it, which adds a D8. So... Okay. I do, for the first hit, that would be 16 points of damage.
Not too bad.
Um,
It's not
and
looking
then
great
for
after
the
that
second-
first one.
For the second one, okay, that would be... And then with the mark, it adds another D8. Okay. $14 points for the second one.
All right. It is not looking great right now. It is still managing, but it's not looking great.
Okay. I don't want to burn it. There's another fight on the way. Let me not burn through all my curses. So that will end my turn.
All right.
Elixir, you're lucky. There's something I thought about doing, but would have only got you in more trouble. But that will be all.
Up next is the Living Storm, who starts in Marlevore's thingy.
Cool.
As it just starts to completely envelop you. You just... the wind's bashing you and everything. 18 on Wisdom save.
An 18? That actually succeeded. Wow. It's a 17 DC. So it just takes half damage. And I rolled math 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So it takes 4 damage.
All right.
I didn't roll great.
As it is completely enveloping you.
All right.
It's just gonna make 2 attacks against you at advantage because you're inside of it. As
that for me.
you're in here, you can hear the crackling of the lightning just outside of the living lightning as well. As you just start to feel currents around you. Wow, those are 2 dog shit rolls on the first one. That's going to be a 14 on the first with advantage.
Okay, misses.
And 14 on the second.
Misses.
I'm back, baby. Like I never left. Fucking dog shit. And that'll end its turn.
Awesome.
Marlevore at the... wait, let me read it. Never mind. You're good.
Yeah, I have to take a con save, right, for the cloud kill?
Yes.
All right, that's going to be a 17? Yes, correct.
Succeeds. 20 plus 3, 23 halved to 11 points of poison damage.
Cool, and then I'll roll
Question.
Yes.
for concentration.
That's just what I was about to say. I was gonna be like, not to be that guy, but
Teacher, did we have homework? That's you.
no.
Right now.
That's not me. I didn't mean that to be me. I just know that Monty has a bunch of stuff going on to keep track of, and I was like, let me be fair, y'all.
Yeah,
That's
why-
our only advantage in this
Oh, no,
combat.
I've been rolling concentration checks, don't worry, I
yeah,
know.
You're all good.
And that's going to be 16 plus 7.
Easy.
Fuck ton. So,
Easy.
yeah, I succeeded. All right. So, yeah, I got these 3 big guys around me. I'm just kind of smiling like, oh, I feel like I'm back in the ring, baby.
No one
are
else.
you good?
No one else hears it because you're
Oh, hell
inside of
yeah,
a
dude.
tornado right now. But it's
Oh my
beautiful.
God.
I'm gonna try and yell. I'm actually gonna try and yell like, oh shit, what's their name? Elrondell. Watch this. This is how you do it. And I take my mace. It's a mace, right? It's kind of a mace, whatever. Yeah,
Macy.
I thought it was a
It's
flail.
it's a flail. My bad. Yeah, and I
Elrondell's
start
like,
spinning
I'm busy.
it. And I start spinning it. As I spin it, it seems to like start glowing, kinda. And I'm gonna take my hit. I'm gonna hit 1 on this poison dude, the cloud kill.
All right.
So, hiya. Ooh, that's gonna be a 19.
We'll hit.
Okay, and I'm gonna
Just roll
use
damage
Divine
first.
Smite.
Yeah, let's just roll
Oh,
damage.
Regular damage.
Just roll your damage.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna Divine Smite.
Yeah, I'm just saying the second hit might not matter if you try to hit this thing again.
Okay, no, that's why. That's kind of what I wanted to do. So, wait, you want me to just do my regular damage or all
Just
damage?
roll whatever damage you're doing.
Cool.
You said Divine Smite, so start rolling dice.
Yep. I'm just gonna do a second level Divine Smite. So it's
Just a second level.
3d8.
Just he says.
You're trying
So
to
that's a
flex.
3d8.
That's what this is.
And then I get the improved Divine Smite, so it's another d8, so it's 48. So yeah. All right, let's do the
Plus
the
your D8 of your
rolls.
regular weapon.
Plus my d8, so it's 5d8. Yep, I rolled. That's crazy damage. Holy fuck. 8.
Marlover's trying to look max for the whole party. Just like, watch this.
He's spinning,
11.
he's mewing, he's got it all.
Oh fuck yeah. 11.
Mewing?
15.
We're
20.
getting bogged right now.
22. 29 plus the 5, 20, 34 points of damage.
All right.
And a
As-
fry and a shake.
As
on top
you're
of that.
spinning in circles, the flail seems to soak up this cloud kill in and of itself, and it just disapparates both the cloud kill and the cloud kill summoned by the cloud kill.
Awesome.
As it just gets pulled
and-
into your flail.
Now I move
Pure
over
magic inside of
and-
your flail.
Hell yeah. Now I'll move over 1. Still stay inside this dude. It's fine. I'll go deeper inside him. Hello, pause.
Oh.
And I'll take another swing at the lightning.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, that might not hit, actually. That's going to be a 14.
14 just misses. As you're kind of swinging blindly inside of this tornado, you swing around, you just hear of the lightning just barely dodge the way of your flail.
Do I have any? Wait, no, wait. I don't.
Please, sir, can I have some more? Like, shut
You
up.
already looked max. You're good. You're already.
I wanted to take 2 of them out in 1 turn.
You're not gonna be able to do that.
Cool. As a bonus action, though, I will use Harness Divine Power and get that 2nd level spell slot back.
Yep. All right.
So I'm good.
At the end of your turn, you all hear footsteps coming from the entrance of how you got into this room in the first place. As you see 2 more animated things seem to appear. You see this creature made of pure paper
What is that?
and this nasty, just like magical sphere in its face that just seems to emanate magic, and a large arcane hand following it. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode of
damn it.
Home of Masks. In the middle of a combat, many of the nobles safe with
got out.
Grand Sorcerer, at least not here. But combat continues in the next episode. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing and mewing. Bye-bye.
Bye.